Can you say, oh my?
Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, pandas. Welcome to my stream. I'm Bye Money. What an amazing stream we had yesterday. It was seriously one for the history books. Had an amazing time with everyone. And I expect nothing less from the 10,000 sub special on Bye Money's channel. I mean, expect nothing less. What an amazing, amazing stream we had. Do appreciate everyone who joined. But today we are just back at it with the MO. We are just trying to get that bamboo today. Don't forget there is currently a coupon that will end tonight at 11:59, and we get one more day of this coupon for you guys. Make sure you take advantage of it. BBM 10K for 80% off Apex. There was a cap earlier yesterday when it first kind of started at 5 accounts, but Apex was kind enough to take that limit off for us. Yesterday was a banger stream. It was absolutely insane. We had Al Brooks join us. We had Michael Chin join us. We had Mac join us. We even had Warren Buffett join us. And of course, I'm just joking. Yesterday, people were trolling and changing their names and changing their profile pictures just to make it look like the actual persons. And we had a good time. We basically did some role playing yesterday. Yes. Good morning, guys. Kellyanne, good morning from New Jersey. Drop a GM in chat. Also, make sure you guys fill out that poll. Just an interesting place that we are in right now. We are currently, when you have this many bars above the 20 MA, you're thinking the first hit, right? Many bars underneath the 20 MA, you're thinking the first hit, you're going to bounce off of it. Again, many bars. Coming close to it. This time, many bars, right? More than 20 bars above it. We're coming down to it. And who knows what can happen, really. This is kind of interesting stuff. One thing we do have to note is we are bouncing off a resistance, which is the 200 SMA. So this is the first time trading really far underneath it and coming back up to touch it. And the 200 SMA, a lot of people trade that. And obviously we're seeing it, I think, as resistance. People taking the profits from this huge bull rally, and just really taking the profits here. So who knows? Will it bounce off the 20 MA? I don't know. The 20 MA is curling downwards currently. This is the daily chart, by the way. If you want to know what chart I'm looking at, you can look at the top left of your screen, and it's just interesting. You have to think that it's going to find some sort of support here. Some sort of support. It might go sideways for a little bit, but who knows? I mean, strong bear bars running right into it. But we're finding a little bit of pause right now. I mean, the day hasn't even started, so we'll see what kind of candle this becomes. Good morning, guys. Kevin Mack from Louisville. Already got my Apex eval account. Let's go, baby. SW Blaze from Chicago. Joey Adler. Good morning. Cheapskate. No idea what that means, but the Northern Turtle. Let's go, baby. Welcome. Mike Rathburn. Good morning. Wayne Bicknell. Good morning from the Georgia Mountains. Bears Trading. Good morning. Kip Poker. Bernadette. Good morning. Wayne Bicknell. Good morning. Mike Rathburn asking, so when we sign up for Apex, do we go into a eval account first, or how does that work? Yes. So you got to pass an evaluation. Once you pass the evaluation, then Apex will fund you. Speedy Boy, good morning. Pandas. I would highly recommend to make sure you 100% know, 100% know to know how the trailing threshold works for Apex. I think that is very important, and I think you have to make sure you know that without question, because that might mess you up. That might mess you if you don't know how it works. So there's a lot of videos on their website, so make sure you know how the trailing threshold works. Speedy Boy, good morning. Bernadette, good morning. It was the best stream ever yesterday. We had fun watching all the winners. I mean, Bernadette is so amazing. Not jealous at all of all the winners, but just so happy for them. And so that's the kind of vibe that we want here. And Glitch Android, good morning. Adashi, Melissa, good morning, guys. Vincent, good morning. Glitch Android, Nasir, James Kent, Zero Cool, good morning, guys. Zero Cool, if you guys don't know, won the grand prize yesterday. Absolutely amazing grand prize. It was 5 free Apex accounts of any size, not only for the first month, but free for all recurring months. That was the grand prize. It was amazing, and Zero Cool won that, so congratulations. Frank Angelo, good morning. Good morning, guys. Ralph Grunts, good morning. Joey Adler says, your analysis is garbage. Let's go, baby. Hey, we got a Joey Adler. We got a John Cena in here today. I hope. I'm curious how good Joey Adler is. Brenda also Panda got well over 300 likes and finally broke out the whiskey. It was amazing. Let's go, baby. I know. It's been so long since I've been trying to get that 300 like goal on the whiskey challenge. It finally happened yesterday. It was amazing. Greg T. Good morning, guys. Turtle Toes getting 2 accounts now with 80% off. Be trading with the copier. Lee Sanawi from California. Good morning. You guys are all rolling in here. Good morning, guys. Lee Sanawi, Uriel. Good morning. Uriel with the rainbow badge, being a panda for more than a year. James Kent says, we have news 30 minutes after market open. I believe the news is actually earlier than that. The news should be 15 minutes after the market opens. There is news today at 9:45, so actually 15 minutes when the market opens. We have flash services PMI. And if you don't know, Thursday, actually, we have the prelim GDP. And that will be at 8:30 a.m. So Thursday, be careful if you're trading the pre-market. And Friday, core PCI numbers, along with Fed Chair Powell speaking at 10. So you have 8:30 core PCE numbers, and you also have Powell speaking at 10. Frank Angelo said Mondays should be Apex giveaway Mondays. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. We are currently in a downtrend, and this downtrend had a break here and a new low. Are we looking for a reversal here? Quite possibly. We're still in this trading range from yesterday. We had a big break beneath it, big break above it, and now we're back in it. Yesterday, basically, from all of this terrible price action yesterday, we got a trading range at the end of the day. And overnight had a big push down and came back up, V-bottomed. And then now it's kind of trickling down now. So market just opened, pandas. Got a 2-legged pullback right off the open here. I'm going to take this 2-legged pullback beneath the 20 MA. Hard to do both. I mean, I see a downtrend, but also see that we could be possibly the bottom of the downtrend. Now I'm definitely not looking to go short. I might look for a trap trade here. I may look for a trap trade. Let's see if we can get a trap early this morning. We do a break a trend to new low. This is the H4 setup. Coming at the bottom of the trading range. I'll look for a trap trade here. Feels like I enter short here. Macro triple top. Let's see if we can get a quick scalp here this morning. We're in this trade now. Moving my stop loss. We have a break a trend to new low. Coming at the bottom of a trading range. And it looks like I'm about to get hit here. I thought we could get a quick scalp there, but unfortunately, it looks like I'm about to get hit. I do get hit there. So I see a trap, man. That is tricky. I mean, in terms of the price action, it's actually pretty good. Pretty good price action for a trap trade there, but the downtrend might be too strong. We may go for, I mean, this trap failing can be a nice, it might mean a big push down here. So I do get hit here right off the bat, but it's all good, pandas, because I like the setup. That setup is a pretty good setup in terms of trap. We're coming above the 20 MA. We break beneath it. We trap. We reverse here. We actually set off another trap here. And this trap might be the one that actually goes along the way. But right at the market open, we see a nice trap here set up. And it is what it is. I took that trade because I liked it. And even though it didn't work out in our favor, I like the setup still. It made a lot of sense to me. And so I'm taking it. So it's not that I'm too early even, pandas. It's just the fact that this, I could have maybe re-enter there, but when the trap fails, I typically don't like to re-enter. So it stops me out and then goes its way, unfortunately. It is what it is. Stops me out by the 2 ticks. It's a solid stop right there. Gets me out and starts to reverse a little bit. But what can you say? What can you do? I like the setup. We have a break a trend to new low with an H4 coming off the bottom of a trading range, and we got a trap trade here. So what can you do? I mean, I like the setup. Pushing up now. We may right at yesterday's close. Yesterday's close is this red line up here. It really depends on which close you use. You could use maybe the close from the regular trading hours, or you can use the actual close of the day, which is where it ends when the market completely closes. Depends on what your hours are. So you do have a reason to go long here as well, because you're coming off this trend line now. And it's just unfortunate to get hit like that, but hey, this is what trading live is about. I show everything. I show my losers, I show my winners. But if you stick to the plan, pandas, like this trade here, I don't mind taking it. If you do lose this trade, it is what it is. But I don't mind losing this trade because I actually like the setup. And unfortunately, it's a pretty big stop loss, so it's about 4 points large, a little more than 4 points. So that's kind of the bad thing about it. A lot of trap trades oftentimes have big stop losses, but because you're basically reversing the entire range of the previous signal bar or of the entry bar, and so sometimes it can lead to large stop losses. We are currently in an uptrend. If these are setups that you're taking, it's not bad. I could maybe have marked the regular close. I don't know. Still think it was okay. Two-legged pullback here. It's not a trade I like. It's getting really choppy here. It's a two-legged. It's a Pikachu trade. A, B, C. Terrible signal bar. Not even coming close to the 20 MA. And it's trying to pop up here. It looks like it might make a scalp, but because you know the entry bar looks decent. But yeah, I mean with a signal bar like this, it's a two-leggy, but it's not one I like. It's a Pikachu trade here, so not one I like there. I don't actually like this one. I like this one. Don't like this one. This one actually works. This one doesn't. Could be one of those days. I mean, we do have news at 9:45. I'm not sure how impactful the news is going to be. It's marked as high impact, but you know, we shall see. There's a ledge here actually. I just realized this is a ledge. Huh. Good to know. Good to know. There is news today, 9:45. The news is Flash Services PMI. I'm not really sure what that means, but hey, it might give it some high impact. At the end, to me, I just like to know when news is. I don't really care what the news is. Actually, I do kind of care what the type of news, because sometimes, depending on the type of news, the volatility just goes crazy. And so, especially if it's like if the price action is showing that we're in like a deciding area, it could be like the breakout. A lot of you guys think it's gonna be trading range day today, which makes sense. You know, we could be waiting for, I mean, just a price action wise on the daily chart. We're just near the 20 MA. Might hover around here for a little bit. Who knows though? Who really does know? We get a micro triple top here, coming off yesterday's close. Spike and channel. Spike and channel. It's an L4 setup here. It could reverse here, coming off of resistance with the L4. Could reverse here. In my opinion, this does look like some sort of overshoot. Let me see if I can capture these. Yeah, it looks like an overshoot here might lead to an undershoot. Two-leggy here, forming. I'm not going to take this long. Because we have this overshoot, it might lead to undershoot, so I'm not going to take this long trade. I mean, this is an uptrend, but the uptrend doesn't look very strong. So we shall see. I mean, we're breaking beneath the 20 MA now. Terrible signal bar currently forming. Terrible signal bar to go long in. If anything, you kind of want to go short here if we get a failed second entry long. We do get the overshoot to undershoot. A, B, C. If we get a trap trade to go short, I'll take it. Coming off the top of the trading range, getting a trap reversal. Looks like the market is being stingy with us, not giving us the reversal setup here. It might go down without us. So typically you look for the failed second entry long here to go short, but it looks like it might give it to us. It might give it to us here. It might be stingy though. It might just create these lower highs here, showing the market's in the limit order market. Looking to take another trap trade, pandas. I took this trap here, got bit in the, got bit in the butt. I'm gonna take it again here, and hopefully this one's better. Coming off the top of trading range, coming off yesterday's close, showing us that we're in a could possibly be trading range, and we're gonna take this reversal setup here, and let's see. See if we can get this. If I get bit here again, something weird is happening today. It could be first breaker trend trying to make a new high here. I might get bit again on this trap. It's like one of those days where all the traps fail. Ooh, this is not good. I'm about to get hit here again on another trap. Decent setup coming off the top of a trading range. I do get hit again. Ooh, this is a curious day, pandas. I don't like it. Oh man, and it's going down now. I don't like this day. I can already tell this is going to be a day I don't like. I got 2 losers in a row, and wow, this is... No, I mean, I like Richard Harris, but that's That's just unacceptable. I'm about to ban Richard Harris. Man, that is painful, pandas. When you go in this trap trades and they stop you out and then goes along the way. Go long here, stops me out, then goes my way. Go short here, stops me out. It actually looks like it's about to go my way, and then starts to do that. I'm actually about to ban Richard Harris. Stops me out, then finally starts to go my way. I already know today is a day that I don't like. And you know, when you have the correct premise but stops you out like that and then finally goes, you know it's gonna be one of those days, trading range type day, and kind of just it might be one of those days. I might be better off just not trading for the rest of the day, take my $375 loss, and just wait for tomorrow. You know, when you get stopped out on two good trades like that, I just feel like something's up here. Something's weird here. Something's going on that I do not like. I do not like at all. You know, it's like setups that you're really waiting for. It's like, wow, like I can't believe this is giving me this setup. You actually take the setup and then breaks your neck. Both times. Both times. So it is what it is. Coming off the top of the training back to the bottom. So we're reading it correctly. The premise is right. But our setups are getting stopped out by like one or two ticks. And it finally goes this way. It's just one of those days. To me, it's going to be very confusing. You know, it is what it is. I'm not even mad because I like these setups. And I think the price action is showing us these setups are decent, because we have the premise correct. But oh boy, I mean, what could have happened is maybe we could have seen a first breaker trend, maybe looking for the new high, and that could have stopped me from entering the short. I just like the short trade coming at the top of the trading range, coming off yesterday's close as well. Not coming back to the bottom of the trading range. You can see I've marked the trading range here with this blue box. Unfortunate, just so unfortunate. Hey, I mean, no one is forcing me to trade live, but that's kind of what happens sometimes when you trade live. You can't hide this stuff, you know. You're all there. It's all there. I'm even keeping my markers on for you guys. Taking my 2 losses here. Finally pushing down. Just very tricky. Very tricky. I just really wouldn't trust anything today. After these 2 setups, actually, that are good setups, failing like that, it's just, I know it's going to be one of those days. All right, news just happened. And so we're going to see some volatility here. I'm not sure how much volatility we're going to really get. I don't think we really get that much volatility on this news here. So these bars are forming very quickly now. Just leaving this chop alone. If you don't know, there was news right now, 9:45. It's like flash services number or something like that. I'm not sure. Hmm. Hmm. This is a hidden second entry short. Two-legged move. You can see optically that we have a two-legged move forming here. Some will consider this a second entry short, be hidden second entry short. I'm sitting on my pause here because today is already has gotten me 2 losses right off the bat. So I'm probably gonna be sitting on my pause a lot here, really waiting for something very clear. And I don't like to go short on bottom of trading ranges, especially bouncing off the previous day's low. This is a spot where typically where it'll bounce and we'll have a trading range type day today in this blue box that we have, this big blue box. Second entry short forming here currently. This is a true second entry short, a technical one. A, B, C. It can lead to another trap. Back up to the top of the trading range. Or it can just be a second entry short. Could be break a trend to new low here. On a trading range type day, you can keep these trend lines really tight. Dare I take another trap here, pandas? Alright, market's not going to give it to me. The setup is exactly the same setup here. I had to skip it because I already got burned here. I don't know if I could take this trap setup again. It just looks like one of those days where all the traps are failing. This trap failed already. This trap failed. It's absolutely incredible. This trading range seems to be where the market is stuck in. From the bottom of the blue box, top of the blue box, back to the bottom. We also have the trading range indicator giving us a trading range as well. You can see with this red line and this green line, this is also the trading range indicator giving us the trading range. I'm drawing it manually here because we have price action from way back here that I'm trying to capture as well. But we do have the 2000 tick chart trading range indicator giving us a trading range currently. Comes back to the top of the trading range. Amazing. I mean, no setups this time, so nothing to get trapped in. DX, morning, Michael. How do you know my real name? Just sitting on my pause here. Tough. I mean, if this is a trading range, we're at the top of the trading range. We could be bouncing between, from here to down here. We could be bouncing for a long time. If today is a trading range day today, it can happen. Especially on a daily chart, it will basically just be a small doji bar on the daily chart, which could totally happen. Trap trade here, far away from a 20 MA, and it's like a trap you wouldn't want to take, but it works, right? This is a trap you want to take and it doesn't work. This is a trap you want to take, doesn't work. This is a trap you don't want to take and it does work. So these bad setups are working out. It's just annoying. Absolutely annoying. All right, let's get the 5-minute chart. Let's see what we got here. We got a couple candles on the 5-minute. Currently the 5-minute has... I did change my 5-minute chart to only show the regular trading hours, and basically huge bull bar, some follow through here, maybe an uptrend. We might bounce above the 20 MA here, giving us one close underneath the 20 MA on the daily chart. It's really strong uptrend now, right? So this trading range is currently falling apart. Looks like it's about to break. Am I looking for a long trade here, pandas? Is the question. Am I looking for a long trade? Off the 20 EMA, what would you do? Don't forget, there is a 80% off code right now. I am down 375, but it's all good, pandas, because I'm doing 100% risk-free trading. There is a 80% off code exclusively. It will be ending today, and make sure you take advantage of it. BBM 10K, 80% off. I put a poll up for you guys. If you see a setup happening at the 20 MA, what would you do here? Are you looking for a long trade? Are you looking to skip it because you need more information? Or are you looking for a trap? It's 80% off the first month, 50% off the recurring months. Kid Poker, to blew my eval. How do I reset? How can I still get a discount? Depends on which account that you have. So if you're doing like a 50K account, it's actually better to not even reset it. It's better just to make a new one. And so what people do is they snag a bunch of 50K accounts. Like if you trade the 50K account, they snag a bunch of them during these evals and just have them up because it's so cheap. And so it's like $30 some to get a $50,000 account funded on Apex, which is just ridiculously cheap. And you can trade up to like 10 contracts on those accounts, which is a lot of contracts. We might have a two-leggy here. But if you have something like where buying a new account, even with 80% off, is more expensive than the reset. The reset fee is $85, I think altogether, like $86 after taxes. And you know, it depends if your account, which one you want. You know, if it's one of the larger ones, then you want to reset it, and you can reset it by. It also depends on what day it is, because if it's like close to like I think it's like if it's close to the recurring month, like if it's close to, you know, restarting anyways, then you might just want it to restart. And I believe when you pay it again, you get a free reset on your account. So if you pay that fee, I believe it's a free reset. I could be wrong, but I think that's how they do it. trading range type day today. I don't know if I really am trusting any type of trend today, but the 5-minute chart currently does have some strong bull bars, and this could show us bullishness today. 10,000 tick chart coming back to the top of the trading range on the 10,000 tick chart that was formed overnight. All right, we do have a two-leggy forming here. Now, will we go long here is the question. Do we want to go long? There's a poll currently up on the chat. Two-legged pullback forming here. Do you want to go long and continue this uptrend? Has to be a decent signal bar as well. If it's not a good signal bar, then we're just skipping it. It's a higher low, second entry long currently. Higher low, second entry long, terrible signal bar. I mean, if we're in a trading range type day today, then we should expect a failure here. And it's just one of those days that are tricky. You know, getting hit here twice makes me really hesitant to enter another trade here. Another terrible signal bar. Ending the poll. Push down back to the previous day's close. Bouncing off of it. Could be acting as support now. You can see here we have a resistance. Now maybe acting as support. Could be a place to go long. Do I want to go long here? I mean, my premise right now is a trading range type day, so I'm not actually looking to go long here. Am I looking for another trap trade is the question. I can't even say that because I just got burned by 2 traps, but if I see a good setup, I'll take it. Today might be one of those days where just every trap fails. And I've seen days like that. It's astonishing, but it does happen. It does happen. We're starting to have some bearishness underneath here. If it closes above yesterday's close, then we have a chance to go long. But if it closes beneath the close, right, this red line here, so it closes beneath the close, strong bear bar, ending as low, looking for another reversal here. Could be a failed breakout of the trading range. And we could really have a trading range day all day today. We come back to the bottom of this trading range. Could be possible. I've seen crazier things happen. I cannot take this trap trade. And it's like sad because I feel like this trap trade is worth taking if it does appear. Because I already got burned 2 times. And if this traps here, I feel like it'd be a good trade to even swing trade this. Unfortunately, I probably will skip it because I already got burned by 2 traps prior to this. So I'm really, really hesitant to take traps right now. When you have 2 failed traps, you're just thinking, alright, it's a micro double top. It might not even give you a trap trade. It pushes strong down. Gives you a scalp. Doesn't even give you the trap this time. And it doesn't even give you a setup this time. And it gives you the scalp. So you get this. You get the setup here. Doesn't give you the scalp. Get the setup here. Doesn't give you the scalp. Doesn't give you the setup here, but gives you a scalp. It's just one of those days. Just one of those days. Sometimes you just gotta recognize when these days happen. You just stay away from the charts. Gives you a scalp, but reverses. Might look for a new high, right? Break a trend to new high. Could look for that. We're still in Trap City. Not interested in this short. EMA starting to curl upwards as well. Still in Trap City here. Alright, strong bull bar. So this trap does trigger with a micro double top. Reverses. And now we're continuing up here. Looking for a new high most likely. Could be a second entry long here, but getting a little confusing here. Could be a higher low second entry long. Could really be. Still looking for that new high here. The only reason why I wouldn't take it is there's not enough room to the top of this trading range. Strong push down. This is actually ends up being a trap reversal. No way. It's crazy. The bad setups are working out right now, right? This is a trap trade. If I saw the setup like down here, I would really have been tempted. But it happens way above the 20 MA and just pushes down very hard. It's just very confusing. Very confusing. Right? These, that's not a setup that I like. I don't like to go short right there because of the 20 MA blocking you. But it ends up working out nicely. So it's just like one of those days where all the bad setups are working and all the good setups are not, seems like. David B says 80% off coupon. What will second month cost be? It will be 50% off. If it takes you longer than 1 month to pass the eval, then you'll have a recurring charge until you pass the eval, or you can cancel it and won't get charged again. But you also won't be able to continue your eval. And so, when the recurring charge happens, then it will be 50% off the original cost. Down 375 on 2 trades that I thought were decently good. Making a lower low here. I mean, if this is a really short-term trend, this could be a breaker trend to new low. And we could have like a trading range up here now, but hard to say. I wouldn't be surprised if you just come back to the bottom of the trading range right here. We're basically stuck between the previous day's close and the low. On the daily chart, again, creating a type of doji bar. Basically inside bar here. Just sitting on my paws. Very confusing day. See, pandas? I'll make the mistakes for you guys. I'm here to make the mistakes. Today is a panda indicator day. Just fade panda. Confusing though. Are we looking to come back to the bottom of the trading range? We have a 2-leggy forming on the higher time frames. It's a second entry long, perhaps on a 10K chart. Maybe looking for that new high still on the 10K. The 5-minute really just not doing much here. We're above the 20 MA here. Might show some bullishness, but not sure. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. You're welcome for making the mistakes. When you see a setup, you gotta just take it. You gotta take it. I don't know what it's going to take me to convince me to enter a trade right now, because trading range days are confusing, because they usually, you basically have to reverse. You're looking for reversals. And that's the nature of trading range days. The idea where, basically you want to trade with trend. It's actually opposite when it comes to trading range days. If you trade with trend on trading range days, you get crushed. You get absolutely crushed. And so it's the same thing. If you try and find reversals on trending days, then you get absolutely crushed. And big push up, second entry long on the higher time frames, two-legged pullback, terrible signal bar on the 10K chart. Might make that new high now. Looking for that new high after first break of trend. Could be break of trend to new low here. Now an uptrend. No setup whatsoever. It's just a straight shot up. So I'm just watching this. I know it might look like a good type of day to trade, but from the setups that just happened here, it seems very tricky. Very tricky. Bad setup working out. Bad setup working out. When bad setups start to work out, you kind of have to scratch your head a little bit and think maybe trading range type day. GC Broke? I don't say the last name. Thinking about trying the 100K static account. I hate the trailing thresholds. Anyone got an opinion? Yeah, I think that's a great option. Burke, got it. Burke. All right. So we made that new high. Also here, break a trend to new low, but no setup for us whatsoever to enter this uptrend currently. We do bounce off the 240 SMA, as you can see here. Come back down to test it, bounce off of it. 20 EMA, just a two-legged pullback on the higher time frames. 5-minute chart, strong bull bar, currently forming. 10K chart, as I mentioned, it's a two-legged pullback here. A, B, C. You can see with the indicator, it's just a dark green one. Dark green numbers mean second entry longs. Dark red numbers. Dark red numbers are second entry shorts. Dark green numbers are second entry longs. If you don't know how to read the indicator, that's how it's read. And the numbers, the numbers themselves are the counts, right? This is a count of the leg that we're in. So we're basically on the second leg up here. This is where this 2 comes from. And any reversal will be the first leg down. So we'll see a 1 here in the super signal, showing us that the next reversal here will be a second entry short, right? That's a super signal. Tells you the upcoming leg, the type it is, and the count. So we'll see, and also it gives you the tick count, of course. So we see here that this is a two-legged move, a dark red one, but it's just a two-legged move, A, B, C. It's a two-legged move, giving you that it's a second entry short. That's the trade. Oh, that's the two-legged pullback indicator. Since we're trading, if you're new to the channel, I'm Bob by Money, and we trade every single day here. We trade only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. And so we have an indicator for it because we trade every single day. So it's nice to have an indicator showing us every single second entry that's on the charts. And also a trading range indicator giving us trading ranges using pure price action. If you want information on either of those, then you can go to the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. Big push up here. I almost have to treat this like its own uptrend. And on the daily chart, we can be basically bouncing off the 20 MA. We did go underneath a little bit, but it could just be a one close underneath the 20 MA, and the next one could be above it. So No entry for us. I mean, where are you going to enter in this? No way to enter. With hindsight bias, you can say, oh, I could just enter maybe after this strong bull bar. That's hindsight bias. You have to do that every single time if that's the case. And, you know, you will most likely lose money. This does look like an official break of this trading range. This move is very strong, and so we can have an uptrend right now, a serious breakout, and a two-legged pullback here may be a good trade to go long. Put another poll for you guys. If we see a two-legged pullback, what would you do? Coming off the 20 MA here, what would you do? So we're anticipating the setup. If you get a two-legged pullback, would you take this trade? Off the 20 MA, good signal bar, of course. Right? If you have a good setup off the 20 MA here, would you take it? To go long, to skip, or to trade a trap? It's a good thing to notice if this is a measured move. Someone mentioned it here. Chris mentioned it. Always good to check the measure moves because it can act as resistance. People take profits at measure moves. Very close to the measure move here. So this move from down here to here, right, to the lowest point of the pullback, and we're almost there, about a point away. It looks like it wants to get that measure move here. It's about 2 points away right now. You do have to know that these measurements doesn't mean it will reverse here, but people will oftentimes take profits at the measure move, and it's because of math. They have a certain risk where their setup is only really profitable, or their system's only really profitable if these measure moves are made. It's just math. What can I say? It's just the math. Maths. Why'd you go long there? Maths. Why'd you go short? Maths. That's all you have to say. Will we get a second entry long here? It's going to be like not near the 20 MA. This is a second entry long, so you can't really take it because it's too far away from 20 MA, but we may get a second entry long here. That measure move wants to be hit, I feel like. It's just a strong uptrend, but not close to any key area, right? It's just floating in the middle where it does create a second entry long. It is really, really unfortunate that this setup happens like this, because it's a second entry long, so it might finally hit that measure move. We may get a second entry long like this. You're sweating now if you're long there. Maybe like this. Failed breakout of this choppiness. May come back in. I need a stronger push down though. This push down is not strong enough. Almost want to go long here because I'm so eager to enter in this long uptrend, but I am gonna sit on my pause. I'm gonna be a good panda here. I already got burned 2 times, so my next trade I want to make sure the setup is good still, and we do trigger another second entry long, higher low second entry long here, and it looks like it wants to get 2 points, but we shall see. I'm just waiting here patiently for my setup. I'm gonna wait for the setup to come to me. I'm not gonna chase anything. I needed to come to the key area. I needed to come to the 20 MA. That's the only time I really would take the setup. Got 1, 2, 3 failure, but the price action is looking still very bullish here. Very bullish. Right, the pullback is so small, it's not even coming back to the 20 MA. That's how strong the bulls are, right? Because they're coming with limit orders. Right, they were saying, I don't care, I'm just buying with limit orders near the bottom of these bars here. I don't care if it goes down, I'll buy with more limit orders. They'll continue to buy because they know that any pullback here will be small. We finally do get a push down. We have a H4 setup here. I may take the H4. It's a high base. I may take this long trade here. Do not copy my trades. Right into resistance right there. I do not like that choppiness. It's just so choppy. I can't take it. I cannot take it. It seems so obviously it's gonna burst upwards, but I cannot take this. I wish it was a little closer to the 20 MA here. I don't like this chop here. I just don't like it. It can chop back down. It can stop me out and then finally go my way because I wasn't patient enough waiting for it to come to my key area here. Possibly making a higher low setup here. People are so eager to go long here right now. Like, people are just buying with a bunch of limit orders. You can see by the price action, people are just coming with limit orders. Right? This kind of candle doesn't happen on a stop order market. Limit order market only. Micro double bottom currently. Another push down. Eager to go long still. Let's see if we can get a nice long trade here. I need a... Wow. Like, I can't trade the signal bar. That is an ugly looking signal bar. Big risk as well. So you got... Yeah. So those who went long here, it's just... Now you're trapped. Now you're wondering, should I come in, scale in? Big push down. That's why you gotta wait for your setup. You gotta wait for it. Now we're beneath the 20 MA. I'm looking at the higher time frames. So seeing what's going on here. It's the second entry long beneath the 20 MA. To me, maybe it's just a measure move. Maybe it's gonna reverse here. I don't know. I'm surprised it didn't make that measure move. It missed it by 2 points. I missed it by a point. Second entry long here. It's beneath the 20 MA, so I'm not interested. Notice though, pandas, that this trading range is still viable. Or still valid because the trading range is continuing to form even on this bar. With a higher low setup, I may take a long trade here. A higher low setup, I might take it. But as it stands right now, I cannot go long here. Higher low setup above the 20 MA, maybe. But what that could end up looking like is just a two-legged pullback for a second entry short. A, B, C. Could be this. So you wait for the setup to come to you. This is another trap trade. I'm not interested in this trap. I really do believe that this is an uptrend that needs to have a new high tested. This high needs to be tested here. Higher low setup, so it'll be a failed trap. I'm basically trying to enter those traps that got me. And I'm gonna try to enter opposite. So let's see if we can get this to fail here without it going up. Trading range is still forming here, as you guys can see. I'm actually looking to go long still. I just need a setup. Higher low. Strong bull bar ending on its high. Coming right back into this trading range. No setup for us. Actually ends up getting the scalp. But you can't take that setup, pandas. You just can't take it. It's beneath the 20 MA. Like, why would you go long there? On a terrible signal bar beneath the 20 MA. This is a day where all the bad setups are working. Making you think something fishy is going on. Do not copy my trades. Thinking failed breakdown, coming back up, looking for that new high still. Higher low setup. Do not copy my trades. Something sketchy is going on here. I feel like I'm going to lose this trade. I feel like I'm going to lose it. I don't know. I have a feeling. Oh, bad signal bar. I would like a better signal bar than that. Even though the market most likely won't give it to me. I like this higher low to make a new high here. I don't like the signal bar. I like the setup. I like the context. It does trigger, but it's a bad signal bar, so I'm sitting my pause. But it's a higher low, second entry long. A, B, C, right? You can see it's higher low. Dark green, 2 means a higher low, second entry long. Bouncing off the 20 EMA here. I'm just gonna sit on my pause. I wanna enter a trade where I just feel like I gotta just take it. Like, you know, the setup is so good. I need to take it, and I'll be happy with a win or loss. But here, I don't feel that way. I don't feel like, you know, super confident in either way. With a bar that looks like this is what you're looking for. You're feeling way more confident now that you entered this long if you see a bar like this. So you can come with a small retracement, come in this trade now if you like it, and now you're in it. So coming with that retracement. People buying with limit orders off the 20 EMA here. You can see that with the price action. All right. So those who entered this long are sweating now and could possibly get stopped out. Probably stopped out now. I'm going long now. I'm gonna try another attempt on this failed trap here. Basically taking the trade that got me every single time where the trap fails and then it finally goes its way. So let's see if we can go long here. I actually don't like the higher time frames. When you look at the higher time frames, it looks almost bearish, right? When you have all these wicks coming above on the higher time frames, the 5 minute, just a two-legged move. A, B, C. It looks kind of bearish on the higher time frames. Still in Trap City here. Yeah. I can't go long anymore. Can't go long anymore by my work here. Who knows? Confusing. Could break a trend, new low. That's what probably happened here. Most likely. Maybe a possible measure move. Measure move here. Confusing day. Down 375 and just not finding any good setups right now. And the good setups I found, they failed me. They trapped me out by like 1 or 2 ticks and then finally goes my way. If you want to see my previous trades here, why I'm down. Went long here on this trap, thinking may break a trend to new low. H4 setup coming off a support, good place for a reversal. Stops me out by about 3 ticks. Actually, yeah, about 3 ticks, and then goes my. It even gives me slippage here by 1 tick. So not only does it stop me out, it stops me out with some slippage. Frustrating. All right, measure move made. It looks like a reversal. I mean, what can I say? Now it looks like a reversal. I mean, it's a day where you see a move like this. It's just like an incredible move up, and then it just reverses, right? Tests a new high with this two-legged move, pushes down. It's like, but when you see something like this, you're thinking more follow through. You're thinking at least another leg up, but it's just one of those days. Two-legged pullback forming on the higher time frame here. A, B, C. Another two-legged move. Do I like to go long here? I don't know. It's hard to say. From the price action today, it looks like we can have another reversal. I'm just not confident in any direction today. The interesting thing about days like this is if you have a wide enough stop, it's actually very hard to lose money if your stop is wide enough. And what I mean by wide, I mean like 20 point kind of stop loss, and you're trading within that. You know, of course, like you don't want to ever hit your max pain, but you know, within there, you know, you can most likely with scale-ins come out break even at least. On a trading range day, like even though you might have bought at the top, if you scale in, most likely you come out break even. Possible trend line here. Mark, this chart's looking very messy. Breaking below it now. Pandas, I have no idea. I don't know if I will take another trade today. Very confusing day. This channel that I thought we had is starting to break down. Reminder, make sure you guys use the code BBM10K. Today is the last day you can use it. It will basically end at midnight. And so take advantage of it while it lasts. 80% off. No idea. Could just be a downtrend. Regardless, no entry. I mean, even this wackiness here, outside bar. Goes down, goes up, goes down in one bar. I actually believe it triggered beneath and then went up again. So it actually ends up being a second entry short. A hidden second entry short. I believe it did this in one bar. Second entry short, two-legged move. And then finally reverses. But you can't see it because it all happens in one bar, so it creates an outside bar reversal. So it's a hidden second entry short. Ends up working out for a scalp. Not one that I would take probably ever. Bouncing off previous day's close. Silly. The 10,000 tick chart, possibly second entry long. I mean, you can possibly even just use this. It'll be this will be your pivot. I don't know. I would probably look for a trap on a 10,000 tick chart in this area. Just silly. Second entry long triggers on a 10,000 tick chart. It's silly price action right now. It's a V bottom off of yesterday's close. 3 strong bull bars ending on their high, but you see each bar getting smaller and smaller. Dante Matthews. The code is only valid for evaluations. Yep, that's correct. 4 strong bull bars ending on their high. Untradeable market, in my opinion. What can you do? Some people who will enter long here front ran it with a limit order. Absolutely incredible move right now. I mean, it's just an ugly setup. Like 10,000 tick chart. If I ever saw this on any time frame, I would never take that trade. Terrible signal bar. In fact, I'll probably look for the reversal. I don't know. If a breakdown of this, we're coming back into the channel here, so I redrew it. I don't know. I still don't know. Pandas, hey, if you have any insight on what's happening here, just let us know in the chat, and it might be useful for the viewers here, because the commentary that you're getting here is just, I'm absolutely confused. It seems like we have an upward bias, but don't know how to trade it yet. If you're really eager to enter long on this upward bias, you can go long here. This is peculiar, right? Missing the key area by 1 tick. Missing it by 1 tick, bouncing off. Well, it's just gonna crash and burn now after 5 strong bull bars ending on their high. It's just absolutely ridiculous. We do have a trap trade happening on a 10,000 tick chart. It's a failed second entry long. Might trigger a reversal here. Might push down strong. The 5-minute chart, it's just absolutely silly right now. Might create a second entry long on the 5-minute chart. Hard to say. It does come back down to test the 20 EMA essentially on the 5-minute chart. So this is what we're seeing here. It's just silly right now. DX coming with actually a nice little saying here. It's God's plan for you to face adversities and emerge stronger. It's Michael's plan for you to face choppy markets and learn better price action. Hey, I'll take that. Looks like the trap will trigger on the 10K chart, but I have no idea. I mean, it looks choppy, overlapping bars on the 10,000 tick chart. But this trap does trigger. We can have a strong push down here, and it might start to create a bearish bias for me. And it could simply be, right, break a trend to new high with a two-leggy here, being a final flag, top of a trading range in a choppy market. If we get a second entry short here, I'll probably try to take it. Looking for that new low. Trap does trigger on the 10,000 tick chart. I need to set up here on this chart though. Can't take it purely on the 10,000 tick. If I get a second entry short here, I'll consider going short here. $10,000 tick chart does trigger the trap. Fail second entry long. It makes about 4 points. Reverses. Pushes down without us. Unfortunate, no setup for us. Just gotta watch it go. Just gotta let it go and watch it go. I think you have to recognize quickly if your good setups are not working out, then it's good to just sit on your pause because it might mean it might be a really tricky day. I mean, you paid for it. I basically paid $375 to realize today might be very tricky. The bottom, maybe, but most likely not. Most likely going to break down here. Most likely going to test this low here, in my opinion. And it's going to do that with no entries for us. So it's just, that's just the kind of market we're in today. You can only take what the market gives you. The market gave me two good setups that failed, and it is what it is. I'm down 375. You got to take the setups when you see them, and you got to move on next day, and hopefully there'll be better setups. The setups work. As I mentioned, the trap trade on the 10,000 tick chart with this 3, right, triggering beneath the 20 MA can be a strong push down from here. The 5-minute now pushing beneath the 20 MA as well. So we have a strong push down. We're going to test this low, it looks like. And all the while, no setup for us, so super frustrating. Alright, pandas, I think today is going to be one of those days. I'm going to end this a little early. I know I'm red today. It's all good. If you want to know how I'm doing in terms of my accounts, you guys can become pandas. And you have access to the pre-market show. In the pre-market show, I go over all my account balances. And we have a specific account that we trade only on stream with Apex. And so if you want to know if I'm profitable on stream, then you can go ahead and join that pre-market show and you can see. But pandas, for today, I think that's gonna be it. It's gonna be one of these days that's just gonna be very difficult. I'll say be safe today. Who knows really what's gonna happen, and yeah, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. 9 o'clock for the pre-market show, 9:15 for the mainstream, and yeah, as always, happy trading. God bless. Don't forget to use the coupon while it lasts, and yeah, bye.